Hello and welcome back. My name is Brandon Watson. Today in this video we're going to do a little recap of the last watch list as well as update a new fresh watch list. The last one we did on January 23rd did fairly well. It was not too bad. Some things popped off and a few did not. So let's go and get started with a little recap on that. And of course, if you have any questions, go and feel free to drop a comment below. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. And if you like everything I've been putting out, I always appreciate every like and subscribe that comes. So let's go and get started on AROC. AROC actually did not do too well. Let's see, the first day would have been the 25th, and it made higher lows but barely pushed up and only made about 5%. Let's see here. So I'm not really going to count that. That is going to be a downward trend, downward channel that could eventually pop up off of this these levels here. Though as of right now, for what we have, I'm not too interested in that. That was only a 5% push. Next one is going to be IMGN. IMGN on the 25th made higher lows again. This one was okay, but almost 10%, 9.99%. That's not too bad. Let's see here. We have ATI. ATI on the 25th. Well, no, I don't like that. We could have waited for the 25 EMA right here, and that could have been about a 12% push. So that one wasn't too bad, but this consolidation in here seems kind of iffy. I didn't really like that. I would have wished that it pushed through and higher and held this level here at 18.5, but what can you do? That's the name of the game. We got BLDP. BLDP on the 25th. The 25th. Right here. Also bounced off the 9 EMA. This could have been a 2-day swing trade for about 13%. That is decent. BLDR on the 25th. BLDR got rejected by this resistance here around 42.32. Came back down to support. This, I don't like how I made the lower lows compared to the support here around $38. Or what is this? $39. We're now just over 38. 38.25. So I wouldn't say that this is an actual support here around 37 because this was a FinViz target. But the way that it rallied from this point, it is possible. It is possible that it bounces back up, but I'm not in favor of it. So let's go ahead and keep moving on. Okay, ENDP. ENDP was not too bad. This one actually made higher lows the next day on the 25th. And let's see, 28.87%. I caught a little bit of this one, but I came into it late. I scaled in on the 28th, rode it for a 1-day swing, and made about 10%. I scaled out on the way up rather than just selling somewhere around here and waiting for it to collapse back down. I started scaling out at for like 400 shares and started taking out 100 shares each on the way up. So that one wasn't too bad. Let's see. Next one is LEN. LEN looks like it got rejected by this resistance as well. What was the 25th? Yeah. Yep, the 25th. Well, 4%. That's nothing. That's nothing. I mean, of course, some of these might still take time to play out. I'm not going to say that LEN can't come back and push through into 100, but since the last watch list video hasn't done what we needed it to, which was to hold over $85. So we'll see. We'll see. It could come back down to the 25 EMA, which lines up with this level here around $79 to $80. But let's keep moving forward and see what else we had from the previous watch list. PHM also got rejected. Yep, got rejected. Came back down. Same thing, came down to a support. This one looks decent. Could take a couple days to build before it pushes back up. What would that be from here? Almost 15%, but we'll see. They have their earnings. They already had their earnings. That's what it was. Okay, so their earnings brought it down, but that doesn't mean that it's going to stay down forever. Could just keep it on the watch list. Let's see. We have RUN, run failed. Run just pretty much collapsed for right now. ABEO on the 25th shot up off of this 9 EMA. Pushed up over 2 days, 16%. Could have taken that. Could have taken that. And the last one we have is going to be Alt. Alt was a fairly decent one. Almost 30%. Almost 30% from the 25th to the 26th. Popped up but couldn't hold this $15 level and came back down to the 1340 mark. Could still consolidate and push through onto this trend higher. I wouldn't exactly just give up on it quite yet, but it's a little choppy and a little volatile. You might be able to take a day or two swing and just try and get in and get out, get in and get out. And another one that I did play was from a previous watch list, a little Sereno action. I think I made that one on the December 27th watch list video, as well as a January 16th watch list video. So what is this here? This little arrow. Yep, the 27th was the first video we put it on. And then again on the 16th would have been this candle right here. So the 15th going into the 19th. 19th came down for 5 days before picking back up. And I believe in that previous video I had said that I had some options for $10 right before the pop, which helped out. I also had some shares as well. I think it was a total of like $6,000 between the options and the shares, which did quite nicely. I had a average of around 10.3, 10.2 maybe. And it popped up 70% that day from my average, but I was out of town driving. Where was I driving? I was driving somewhere and I was losing a lot of reception, so I was on my cell phone and I was thinking, man, this thing was really gonna could push up to 20, because it was already hitting all these different levels from 10, 11, 12 all the way up to 17, and then it just started to break apart from 17. And this was due to like all like the Reddit news and whatnot. I don't think Wall Street Bets had anything to do with Sereno, but it's possibility that things just got driven up all by the same hype. And so I didn't take profits fast enough, but out of the $4,000 I could have potentially made at the very top, I ended up making like $1,500, which is still not bad. $1,500 is a little more than a week's worth of my goal. So I still made that. I also made about $300-400 off of Fubo, because I think that one was driven up by like the Wall Street Bets hype. But it was not a bad week. It was not a bad week, and we're only going to keep moving forward. I actually had cut my ABEO position, so we can start to fly from here. ABEO finally broke down, and I cut that one for a $1,000 loss. ABEO was my biggest position last year, made like $4,000, and this is going to be like my biggest loss this year for about $1,000. I'm never going to lose that much again with this size of an account. There's no way. I'm just going to be looking for these patterns to move forward and only play off the patterns. I will not be holding through this consolidation. So let's start to see what we can find on creating a new watch list. All right. Well, the first one we got is going to be DHI. I'm going to add it to the watch list. DHI has this nice consolidation here that's building up between the $67 level to about the what is this, $79. So far it's already gone up, hit 83.25. It seems we're going to be building off of this 9 EMA. Maybe it is possible that we get rejected here around the $80 level and come back down to consolidate some more, either around this $67 level, possibly maybe even building higher lows around 72 ish, unless this is the higher lows here that's going to build off the 9 EMA and push further. Let's check out FinViz. FinViz shows average price target is 89.47. We have one initiation and an upgrade for this year already. Upgrade was for a price target of $80. December of 2020 has a $94 price target as well as $100. Let's see, what is this? Consumer cyclical. So maybe I think that with this consolidation right here, it is possible that we reach $100. That shouldn't be too hard. That would be almost a 30% push. So I do like DHI. It's been fairly strong throughout this whole virus. So let's see. Dang, that consolidation does look pretty nice. As a matter of fact, I wish I would have saw that a little sooner down here. Maybe rode that up 24%, but this looks really good. I like it. Cool. So we got DHI, which is going to be DR Horton. Next one that looks like a good possibility is going to be QFIN. QFIN is a consumer finance. So let's go and draw some support and resistance on here real quick. We'll just start with the support down here, work our way up to the top. These don't have to be perfect, but immediately I can see that there's consolidation in here that started to push up and out. Let's see, let's draw some more resistance levels going up. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, we'll just draw it here. That's fine. All right, so we're pushing resistance already. We're about 2% away to almost 5% to the top of the highs for the 52-week. If we can break up and over this, there's plenty of volume coming in, plenty of volume still coming in, especially towards this previous week. Going into the weekly. Let's extend these lines out. See how these hit. This line here at 15.57 matches up with this breakout point that pushes up from $16 to about $24. And then we also have this top resistance around 1770, which matches up with the upper resistance back then, which was back in 2019, February 2019. Had that breakout again, same region. It's not perfect, but that same region between the $16 to $17 level as it built up and then pushed through, and then finally had that momentum drive its way up from that $16 to $17 level. So as of right now, we do have plenty of volume building up on the weekly. Plenty of volume. This is potential that it can get rejected here and consolidate on the daily. Let's move back to the daily. It can get rejected, come back down, maybe flag a little bit more, and then build up into $18 with higher lows, which is what I would like to see. I don't want to just see an overextension that pushes through, because that's not going to sustain itself. What will sustain itself is going to be this this building up right here, how it just builds up and trends over the 9 EMA. As you can see back here, as it just kind of extended up, what is that, July, back in July, it extends up over this 9 EMA, and because it extends up over it, it just comes back and it doesn't support itself. So we do want to see this continuation on the 9 EMA, how it just builds up and trends off of it, builds up, trends off of it, until eventually it can form into that resistance, push through it, retest it as a new support, and then continue to follow through up to $100. Yeah, right. But you never know. 360 Digitech. What is QFIN? QFIN is a financial credit services. Well, that fooled me. I thought it was tech, some kind of technology. So $14 was the last upgrade in 2021. July, April back in 20, well, it was about $20. Average price target on FinViz is 19.53. We closed at 1740. So what is that? 19.53. Let's see here from where we are at right now. Almost 12%, unless we come back down and retest this 9 EMA or support again. So we'll see. But seems interesting. QFIN, QFIN, added to the watch list. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is going to be ADMS, a biotech. Let's see here. We're starting to push the $6 resistance. I'm going to draw that line right there. Yep. Draw another one. Let's see. Start drawing a little support. I like, let's see. I like that. Looking good. What else do we got? Where's price building up at? There we go. All right. So let's go and extend this off. Yeah. All right. So, yep, we're pushing resistance here around $6. Seems like, what is this? 513 as a resistance turns support. So as long as these levels hold, we start to push over 6. We could be looking good. Let's go over to the weekly. Starting to look good. Coming up over the 9. Where are we coming from? Let's see. Next resistance looks like it's going to be close to about 7.76. What does that look like on the daily? That's nice. I do like that channel. 32%. ADMS looks good. I'm going to add that to the list. ADMS. What does FinViz have to say about it? FinViz. ADMS. All right. Well, there's not much to say about it. No average price target. All those other targets were back in 2019 and beyond. But it is a healthcare drug manufacturer, so that's probably what it is. Maybe it has to do with a little COVID manufacturing or some vaccines, maybe. Who knows? Don't really care, but as of right now, we are pushing up nicely. And so I do think that the $6 to $8 is potential. Let's just go back to that weekly real quick. What else after that? It did top out around 1188. So yeah, I mean, let's focus on reaching 8 first. And if that happens and we start to build up and push into it, I do like that. So ADMS looks very solid. And I do like the fact that it's a biotech, so it can definitely push up there with the right catalyst. But we'll see. Let's get moving on. All right, another one I'm going to add, I think it's going to be KBH. KB Homes. KB Homes has this nice consolidation that's forming right up in here between, what is this, 32.44 up into 40. It recently just popped up over 40. Could potentially hold. And as long as it holds, that would be nice. Up to the resistance. That would put it at 9% from 40 to about 43.75, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for. With this consolidation here, I think it could definitely trend a lot higher, given a little bit of time. Not too much, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks. We'll see. But I mean, if you're making money, then what does it matter? This weekly doesn't really give us too much. Let's extend this out to the left. Extend it out to the left. And on the monthly, you can see here that what do we have? this blue line that I just created around 43.7 lines up with this this 3-bar that I kind of pushed up and over, held. What kind of a push was that? That was a 95% push from there. That's not bad. Came back down to around that level. What is this? 40 to 44. Popped up over, tried to hold but couldn't before coming back down in 2011 and started to trend back up since then. That's on the monthly, so that does take some time. This weekly can definitely try to push up and over. So we'll see if this starts to push up. I think it looks nice. Let's check out FinViz, little FinViz action. KBH. Average price target is going to be 44.92 on FinViz. Last upgrade was just not too recently on January 13th for $44. Yeah, all right. That's what I see. I apologize for the sniffles. I got those allergies. 44. Well, we're pretty close to it. We're pretty close to that 44, but that doesn't mean that it can't go higher. This consolidation, I think, can definitely trend a lot higher. This is remind me kind of what is it? Zillow. Let's add KBH real quick. KBH. Check out a little Zillow action. So as you can see, Zillow had this consolidation here on the daily, tried to push up into the $65 resistance, and this is what KBH reminds me of right now, how we're starting to push up into the resistance. Starts to hold that level, consolidates sideways before eventually popping up off of that 65 and going 135% up from there. So right here is that resistance, that mark. Let's see, let me go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. No, I don't have it. Let's go to the monthly. Yeah. Well, it's an interesting one, but this consolidation certainly looks fairly similar. I'm just going to draw this as a zone right here. It can definitely consolidate into the zone. As long as this holds around 40 and start to push back up, I wouldn't mind trying to test out some shares around 40. And if it doesn't hold, or I mean, if it doesn't even test 40 and actually comes up higher, then I'll probably wait to see if we can break up over $44 and hold it, start to build up and consolidate a little bit as a level, make higher lows, and then potentially trend higher. So I do like KBH. It might take some time. Though, I mean, look at this right here. This took, let's start it from the beginning of when it broke up over and tested that level. That took, what is that? 188 days. So what is that? 188 days. That's 6 months. A little over 6 months to make that. And if you were to just put some money in there for a little bit and hold on to KBH, I mean, that's not too risky. That seems okay. So if you don't like a lot of risk, and as long as KBH holds certain levels, I think this could be a fairly low risk one that just kind of trends up over time for the next 2-3 months, maybe even more so. We'll see. As a real estate photographer, I know that plenty of houses are still being sold, and I'm actually a lot busier more than ever. I'm used to about maybe 2 to 3 houses a week, and as of right now, for this week, I have about 9 properties, 9 jobs I have to do. So things are stepping up a lot more, and I don't even market myself. So if I don't market myself and people are coming to me asking for a lot more help, then I think the real estate business is doing okay. I think they're doing okay. So let's add KBH. KBH is going to be a good one. Potentially going to be a good one. All right. Little NNDM action. Seems like NNDM tried to top out around $18 before coming back to 1340, and if 1340 can hold this level, about 1330-ish, start to doji and push up, or even consolidate a little bit, just a little bit, make some higher lows. Let's see, where are we at from here? 30% push back up to 18. And then going back to the weekly, yep, got rejected around the 200, but it is possible it does come back up. We'll add this line of resistance around 2280, and then we'll go back. Looking like a 65% push from here. And NDM, gonna add that one. Maybe see if I can find one more. I think the last one is gonna be a little bit of a risky one. Seems kind of choppy. DBI specialty retail. Let's draw some support and resistance. We'll start off with a little resistance right here, around the 1240 level. 14.22-ish. 9.55. Let's see, did we close this gap? We sure did. So I don't think we're going to come back down to that level. Let's just draw this right here. And if we can build off of this 1250 level, keep making higher lows, higher highs, that's about 15% up to the next level. And then from there, let's see, about 15%, and then about 28% to $16, which is where it was at just last year. Go over to the weekly. Yep. Those lines match up. Boom. Boom. Set up one right there. The last one. The support turned into a resistance. So that one was going to be around 1750. Looks good. Looks good. I think that we can hit these levels 40%-ish. 40%. So DBI, let me see, FinViz was average price target $9. November was the last price target for $6. We're way above all of those. So right now we're just trending. Plenty of volume to help push it up. Their earnings already happened back in December. I wonder when the next one's going to be, but I think it's good. I think this is a nice consolidation, building up, pushing through, building up and pushing through. So DBI, I think it's going to be the last one. I don't want to add too many, and then we get overwhelmed with it. So certainly appreciate you all coming out. Again, if y'all have any questions, or if y'all just want to talk stocks, maybe talk about these patterns, the link is in the description below if you want to come check us out on the Discord, free Discord group. As of right now, I've actually been putting together some different types of journal entries on different stocks, like Zillow. Zillow I had for a while now. You can see that. Let's see here. Let me go back to my main. Zillow I had written this out like a while back. This was when it was $65 at the resistance. I think now it's around 130 or whatever it was. I've also been doing some other ones too. Let's see here. Where's it at? I've been doing some journal entries on some plays that I've made, like Serrano and ENDP. So if you would like to come and check these out, I've been posting these over to the group chat on Discord. It's just a different way of looking at these plays ahead of time. I've been trying to take screenshots of these on different time frames before the actual push, before the actual play, and then towards the end, I'll put the actual play there and how it all worked out. some of the things that went into it, on what led to my thinking for those plays, more screenshots. Let's see, what else do I have? Here's my ENDP. ENDP was nice. You can see that I took the screenshot before the actual push. Show it without the lines, show it with my technical analysis. So yeah, if you want to check these out, come see us on the free Discord, come talk to us, say hello, and we'll see if we can continue to find some nice stocks to push off of. Other than that, again, I appreciate you all coming out, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Take care.